Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This time around I did write down the list, so hopefully I won't go off the charts and ramble till forever. Anyway, so I'll be going through my Nintendo Switch games, my PS5, my Steam games, and some mobile app games that I played in the month of June. And I'm actually filming on time, but will I edit this video on time? We shall see. So I have my Nintendo Switch here. I do have one physical game, but I don't know where the box went. My room is kind of in disarray at the moment, so there's that. So for the Nintendo Switch, the only game that I kind of bought on a whim and I knew was coming out, but I didn't know exactly when, was Moonstone Island Deluxe Edition. Yes, I did pay a little bit extra for the extra DLC. I think during the launch week they had a really decent bundle sale with all of the deluxe stuff, and I bought all the packs and stuff, and it wasn't cheap. It was like about 46 Australian dollars, but I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna get future DLC packs along with it. I actually wasn't paying too much attention to it. I could be wrong, I could be spouting nonsense. But what is Moonstone Island? It reminded me of a very old school Harvest Moon game, the current Stories of Seasons, not the current Harvest Moon game. I know it's like really confusing, but if you like old school pixel farming game with a storyline, this is for you. I enjoy it for what it is. I've only played it 1 or 2 hours, so I can't say for 100% sure like how the mechanics is gonna go, but so far so good. Have really good vibes with it. I remember it coming out on a work day, so my mind was gone by the time I started playing it. But for a farming sim game, it reminded me of retro farming games, and I really enjoy it because it was slightly more difficult and there's definitely a learning curve towards it. If you like cute pixel farming games, I guess I could recommend it, but if you would like to wait for a sale, I would suggest that too. That's what I did. Bought the bundle because it was just cheaper. I think the base game for me was like 25 bucks on sale. The way I justified purchasing this game was there was some mental gymnastics going on, but nevertheless I got that game. Very excited to play it eventually a little bit more. But I also picked up other farming related games. Before I go off on a tangent, let's move on with the video. The second game that I played was Suika game, which is a watermelon game. I think a lot of people are pretty much over it at this point, but they did a recent patch update and I played it for a little bit. And then I got Hello Kitty and Friends Happiness Parade, and I think it was like $2.99, $3. I picked it up. It looked like a cute arcade kind of game. I don't really know too much about it. It kind of reminds me of a Hello Kitty Mario Kart situation, but I'm pretty sure there's already a Hello Kitty Mario Kart situation game called something else that I also wanted to pick up for $1.50, something racer. But this parade thing reminds me of Zumu Zumu. I haven't opened the game up, but I've only seen like snippets of it here and there, and it reminds me of a mobile app game. Speaking of mobile app games, I also picked up Baking Time and Farmland, and the amount of time sync that I play with these two games, I'm pretty sure it's by the same company. You can get this for free on the mobile Google Play Store, Apple Store, whatever. You don't need to buy it. I bought it for like $5 a pop and I am addicted. It's one of those stupid idle games, not even the good quality idle games, IDLE games. Baking Time, you just run pastries. You keep, I don't even know how to explain these sorts of games. You just keep upgrading stuff to generate more money, and then that's the typical idle game. And then Farmland, you just keep upgrading the farmlands, and then you unlock new farms, and then you expand it, etc, etc. Time sink, no brain, no thoughts kind of game. The kind of games that I like to play after work while listening to an audiobook. So there's that. I also played a little bit of Farm Together. I will mention Farm Together 2 in my Steam collection later, but I did go back and started playing Farm Together 1 because I was reminiscing the days. I was really in a farming mood, as you can probably tell, so I played a little bit of that. And I also bought Construct Farm, which I don't really recommend. It was only like $1.50 or $2. And then I also bought Tiny Little Farm, and I remember it was like less than $5 from memory. It's a very cute pixel kind of farm game, and another time sync that's a combination between like Farm Together and a mobile app sim kind of vibe with a storyline. But it was cheap, but I think I finished it pretty quickly. I didn't even realize that it was like a pretty fast-paced farming game. There was a learning curve. Nevertheless, happy to have spent money on that. And I also played a little bit of Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. That is the only physical game that I own. I don't know where the box is, but it's in my Nintendo Switch. Haven't finished it yet, but I'm very close to finishing it. surprise to me. I love Paper Mario games. I really enjoy the remaster, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. I love it. And that's basically all of my Nintendo Switch games. And I'm surprised that I managed to say all of that within a decent amount of times. Within 10 minutes, pop off, queen. For the PS5, the only update I had was I got a random email saying that my PSN annual subscription got renewed and they charged me almost $200. I forgot to cancel in time, because what I usually do is I would buy a PSN card whenever Days of Play is on sale or whenever there's a 40% discount. That's when I will snag my annual subscription. But I forgot to cancel it, so they made me pay retail price for it, and I got the shock of my life. I was at work and I looked at my email notifications and I was like, oh no. Immediately went to live chat and they happily refunded me because I immediately told them, and it was like a one-time offer kind of thing. Like, they don't usually do that. One first time offense, so to speak. It was a gesture of goodwill. So if you have a PSN membership that you don't want to renew, maybe check. I thought I turned it off one time that I bought the PSN card to update. For whatever reason, it must have automatically turned back on, but I remember turning it off. So that was a jump scare that I really didn't need. Maybe turn on the notifications, but I'm happy that I got my refund back, and I will be purchasing an annual subscription when Days of Play is around or whenever there's a Black Friday sale. I refused to pay retail price and I got so scared. And then for the Steam games, which is the bulk of my gaming for this month, especially towards the end, because there's a Steam summer sale, which is what gets me most of the time. I bought a lot of games and bundles, but here we go. So one of the games that I bought and I did stream yesterday was Farm Together 2. There was a lot of complaints in the review saying that Farm Together 2 is just like a rip-off of the first game. Nothing has really changed and all of that, and I got kind of scared. I was going to buy it when it first came out and I was like really intrigued. Oh, look, I can zoom in. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyway. So I was reading reviews. I wanted to get it at full price, which was like 30 bucks. It's not cheap, but it's also not too expensive. Somewhere in between was a game like this. And then I completely forgot about it. I didn't buy it. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's in early access. I'm not going to buy it anytime soon. Then I spotted it yesterday on the Steam summer sale for like 10% off. And I was just like, this is the excuse that I needed. Save a couple of dollars, even though it's still pretty expensive. Well, sure, why not? Got onto it, started streaming it. I do believe there's a quality of life change and there's some additional items. Is it reminiscent of the first game? Yes. But did I enjoy it for what it was? Yes. It was a bit weird playing on the PC version. I do own the first game on the PC, Steam, and on the Nintendo Switch, but I prefer playing these sorts of games on my Nintendo Switch because I am lazy and I like portable style kind of games. And nevertheless, I did enjoy it. Farm Together 2, it is still early access, so I'm hoping for major improvements, but so far so good. I do enjoy it. If you like the first game, then you're most likely gonna like the second game. It does look a little bit different. I haven't played too much to be like, here are the issues, blah blah blah, but so far so good in the 2 hours that I streamed the game, okay? First initial impressions, I did like it. I have to play a little bit longer in order to find out if there's like issues surrounding the game. So take my review with a grain of salt. Please don't come for my neck if you hate it, because I'm kind of scared these days, because sometimes when I sit here and I film, I don't realize that people do take me seriously. In my head, I'm just sitting here yabbering about telling you guys what I've bought, what I've played recently. I don't think of the impact that I may have, because I'm thinking to myself, oh, there's only a couple of people watching my videos. Most likely it's my friends watching me yab every single month about what I've been doing. Like a sit down chitty chatty update kind of situation, but I don't realize that people actually take my recommendations and go out and actually buy the game. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time or money. I personally do like the game. Will I pay full price right now? No. That's why I had to financially mental gymnastic my way into like only buying it during the Steam summer sale, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe wait until the game is fully released before you swipe your card for this game. Maybe wait a little bit, but personally for me, because I do enjoy the franchise, that's why I sniped. But anyway, moving on. I also played a little bit of Idle Baker Boss. I really love idle games because I don't want to use my brain sometimes, but it is not one of the better idle games I've ever played, so I wouldn't recommend it. It is free, so you can try it out if you want. There's also Merge Crafter, which I don't particularly like. I think I played it before on the mobile phone app game kind of situation. I also bought Farm Keeper, which was part of a bundle, but I don't know if it's good or bad, but it looked cute enough. It kind of reminds me of Forager, but I don't think it's that complex, and it looks more like a puzzle game, but I bought it nevertheless because it was cute and part of a bundle. And then I got Croco Loco. I played a little bit of it. I can see myself playing a bit more, but it's a very slow kind of frog collecting idle game, again with the idle games. And then I also bought Chill Pulse, which is, if you know anything about that, I wouldn't say it's a quote-unquote game. It's more like whenever you go to those music channels on YouTube back in the days, something called Cow, I don't know, where this girl was wearing a headphone and you're listening to like lo-fi music while you study, and it's like a live channel and it has like songs on loops. A game on Steam that you bought, I bought it. I used to like listen to that channel once in a while. They made a game on Steam that is exactly like that. You can get the free version, but it was on sale and part of a bundle, and that's why I bought it. It was less than $5. Okay, it was less than a cup of coffee. Don't look at me. And then I got Boba Simulator, which was part of a bundle, and I'm in my time management sim cozy game. I just want games that doesn't require a lot of like problem solving, because I have to problem solve a lot at work and I don't want to use my brain. I just want to not think and chill and play my little farming games. Okay, I don't want to have a mini heart attack every single time I try to play an action game. I want none of that. I want smooth sailings. I want happiness. So let me be. For my mobile app games, I play Honkai Star Rail, and I also play a little bit of Monster Hunter Puzzle, which is, it is like a Monster Hunter themed Candy Crush kind of game that you can build stuff with the hearts you collect. So I guess it's a little bit more interactive. If you're familiar with Gardenscape, it's basically Gardenscape, Monster Hunter themed Gardenscape. Do you need it? No. But is it free to play? Yes. If you're bored, you can download it on your phone, but that's about it. And I also played a little bit of Cookie Run Tales of Adventure. It is a new game for the Cookie Run franchise. And if you like to join my guild, here it is. And if you like to add me as a friend, here it is. I am looking for more guild members because I pay 1,500 points for, well, gems to make this guild, and I wanted to be successful because my friends refused to join it because they know I would abandon it eventually. But nevertheless, please help me. So what is Cookie Run Tales of Adventure? It's a interactive action game. So you actually have to move, unlike Cookie Run Kingdom, where you can autoplay. At least for now, Cookie Run Tales of Adventure, you actually have to manually move your cookies to complete the task. Like, you have to play a puzzle game. It is action, puzzle, adventure kind of game, but in stages, typical mobile kind of game. Please add me as a friend. I need friends so they can help me out because I suck at these kind of games. But anyway, that is it for the month of June, and July is my birthday month. There's a couple of games that I'm interested, and hopefully there's more sales because I need a justification, an excuse to swipe on my birthday month, which is July. And if you are one of the blobs trying to figure out when my birthday is, I am not going to say it, but if you're a long time returning subscriber, then you probably know. If you're one of my close friends, then you probably know. Please do not say anything when my actual birthday is. If you know, you know, okay? It's a secret between you and me. Do not tell the blobs because I know they're gonna go ham. And you're wondering, who are the blobs? The blobs are people who occasionally, my besties, who drop by my Twitch streams and throw subs at me, and I have to do the same back to them. So I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior because the girl is very, very poor right now, and I'm trying to recover from my poor financial choices in the month of May and June because I also buy books and video games, and it's been rough, man. There was a lot of bills that I had to pay this month. So any upcoming releases you'd like to let me know, please let me know down below. The Nintendo Switch Direct got me in a chokehold. My boss is a Nintendo fan, so he told me about the Nintendo rewards stuff for like the new upcoming games, and he told me to redeem my points, and I'm just like, this is terrible. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me, any games you're currently playing, let me know. Kind of nosy. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. Hit the notifications, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.